Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out Level 5 Siwa Oasis for Sniper Elite 3. We're going to get the level trophy achievement in the nick of time for simply completing the level. And we're also going to get the level bonus trophy achievement. Siwa, you did there. And we'll explain that one a little bit. We got 3 of 3 optional objectives. We get the collectible card. We also get all 3 of the sniper nests, all 9 war diaries, and long shot, of course, too, and the 2 weapon parts. Speaking of weapon parts, this young chap right here, right off to the start, kind of off to your right as you sleek across that bridge, you're going to see a guy up on the hill. Now, there is a couple of other guys. We have gone through this whole level and wiped them all out. Well, not all of them, but most of them. And, yeah, so now we're back at the beginning, and we're going to show you where all the important guys are. Why don't we kill this guy? Well, he's got the weapon part, and you need to search his body. Sometimes the bodies disappear, making it impossible to search. So we're going to go ahead and roll up here, drop a little dome shot. That's headshot for those of you who don't know. And a quick look on the map just in case so that we know what's going down. Speaking of going down, get on your knees and search that body. All right, weapon part unlocked. Now, right in the back here, we've got the first optional objective. As you can see down below, it's marked Optional Objective 1A. If for whatever reason you're having a hard time finding one of these artilleries, go ahead and look down in the video description on YouTube as well as on our website, and you should have the little quick time links that will take you to each of the 3 optional objectives for this particular optional objective. There's 1, 2, 3, or ABC in that case. So, all right, right up and around the corner, we're going to find ourselves a ladder. Do a little butt sniffing on the way up. Round nosing, whichever you prefer. Dougie definitely needs a baby wipe, perhaps. Okay, so once you get close enough on the map, the sniper nests always show themselves on the map. And we're going to go ahead and get into position here. And nothing to see because we've already taken out all the bad guys, and the long shot is actually down the way. So you can see I've got optional objective 1B labeled now. This is actually going to be the second part of the first optional objective. Hopefully that was stated clear enough there. We're going to follow our Dug. Some people have TomTom GPS. We got a Dug. And for the most part, our Dug does a good job. We have a calibration or 2 that happens during this mission here, but that's all right. He's done a great job so far, and we thank Doug for his knowledge, expertise, and time, because it does take time to do this. So here we go. This is the next optional, and it's marked on your map, so you probably shouldn't have a hard time finding it. The third one is a little bit tricky because of its location, but I think being that it's marked on your map, you shouldn't have a hard time. But we're going to show it to you once we get to it here in a wee bit. So here we go, right around the corner from the second artillery piece. There is a little cavern with a ladder in it, or a little hole. We're going to go ahead and sneak in there and grab that war diary. We also get a trophy achievement for getting 50% of the diaries so far. So we're halfway home, which is kind of weird because we only have a few more levels left, but whatever. All right. Right out in the open here. You probably grabbed this one on accident during one of your firefights, but it's right over there by the pond, as we just showed you on the map. And moving along to War Diary number 3. Now, this one, we had an unsuspecting buddy here. Now, I also want to point out that, as you notice, Doug came in the room first to go take out that guy. And as I show you the map and grab War Diary 3, keep in mind that this was also the first area for Optional Objective 2. So there's 3 points to that one as well, and we're going to show you. So Doug's doing a little roundabout here saying, hey, it showed on my screen and not on yours. I'm sorry. So that's why it didn't show. And when we get to number 2, you'll see it actually says objective updated, not found or new or whatever. So anyway, so make sure you get that. And just for the record, as I'm doing this audio, I look, and there's a typo here. It says weapon part 2. It's actually weapon part. I don't know if I should leave that or not. It's funny. I think I'll take it out. But there's a sniper up top. I apologize for not showing you where he was from down below. But he is up in this corner up here. Make sure you take the guy in the ghillie suit out and search his body for weapon part 2. All right, moving along now. If you didn't notice, I actually decided to leave it in there. I reached out to Douglas, and Douglas gave me some consulting to tell me to leave it there. All right, now at the top of this tower, there is a sniper nest. Now, this is also where the long shot is. As you can see, it's noted down below, or maybe you click the link to get here. This guy is way out there. He's just hanging out with his wang out. We're going to go ahead and drill it and take it off. It's a long ways out there. Ooh, it's long shot. My bad. Aimed a little high. But regardless, we got the long shot in, and we can move along now to optional objective 2B, which is finding the next weapons cache inside. Not the artillery, not the big boom boom gun, but the weapons cache. And Doug makes us, or shows us the way all the way over there, and this time allows us to go in. See that? He doesn't go in. And not only is there that in here, but I think there's some other nonsense too. No, there you go. Objective updated. So this is part 2. And now we're going to move along to War Diary number 4. And that guy's out and around the corner here and across the way. Over the mountain and through the woods. To get the War Diary we go. Did I say diarrhea? I didn't mean to if I did. My bad. Anyways, all right. So following Doug here, he's going to take us right inside. This one's pretty easy to find, especially while looking on your map. Kind of in the northwesternmost point. Or one of them anyways. And we're going to backtrack a little bit here and make our way in and over through this. Cool! As our good friend Mark would say. And here you go. So here is the third and final optional objective 1 component here. So the third artillery. We do have it on easy, so we do soak up a fair amount of bullets there. Or you can call me the bullet sponge if you like. I do get a 3-fer. You're welcome. And that's that. So I show you real quick on the map because I didn't really give you a good one before, but I couldn't. I got surprised. Dougie didn't really tell me where we were going. He was just like, "Hey, follow me up here." And oops, there was a little bit of a lag with our Doug. Not quite the recalibration like I was mentioning earlier, but we'll get to that here in a minute. All right, now out in the middle area here, kind of in the back corner, we're gonna want to climb up a ladder inside the building and off to the side of this ledge. As you can see there, it's a little cluster of buildings in that northwest area. Go ahead and grab the 5th War Diary. All right, War Diary number 6 be next, I see. So this one's a little bit longer before we get there. So every once in a while, we did speed this up a little bit. I believe this is one of those moments. So I apologize if it's a little unsettling to your stomach because the movements are a little bit too fast. But we definitely didn't want to waste too much time. I know some of you guys prefer the old point-and-shoot methods where we show you like a location or just simply the map and then grab the item, where a lot of you guys actually prefer being able to see, you know, the surroundings, where we get, how we get there and stuff like that. So we're always open for feedback, and, you know, we know for sure that the LEGO series will most certainly almost always be the full areas for the mini kits and all that, but for these kind of games we might switch it. So let us know what you think, if you prefer the point and shoot method or if you like the longer full walkthroughs for the levels. All right, there you go. You saw the War Diary sitting there on the left hand side of that building. That was number 6, so we're gonna go ahead and move along to number 7, and we're gonna first gear, second gear, pull up behind Doug, bumper to bumper, car ramrod, and then he takes us over this little bit of a downgrade here, and this one's almost impossible to miss if you find yourself going down that ladder. Give you a quick peek at the map, and we'll go ahead and swoop it up. Now, right here, too, here is the third and final German weapons cache for the optional objective 2. So those are all good. If somehow you missed one or 2 of those along the way, feel free to use the quick links down below and go back. Otherwise, let's move along and go grab this collectible card, which is damn near underground. Kind of is, really. We're going to go here, show you on the map, kind of the western area. But see, like this, you know, if I had just showed you the map and picked that up, that might have been a little bit more difficult to find, not knowing how to get into that entrance right there. Not saying you're a dummy and you couldn't figure it out, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so butt sniff your way up the ladder real quick. And make our way up and around the corner. We actually get all the way to one of the last things, and we realized that we accidentally forgot one of the sniper nests along our path. So now, this left doorway here actually is where we want to go because it's where the War Diary is, sitting here on the little hammock or whatever. But the room across the way actually cues a cutscene and starts us in the next area, and we did not want to do that yet. You may have already done that and cleared out the area, including that cutscene, but we're going to come all the way back real quick and show you this tiny little sniper nest. Now, let me tell you, all the way back here, Doug was just bitching, man, I don't even know why they consider this a sniper nest. It's just a little tiny thing. I don't know, you know, trying to warrant the fact that, you know, he missed it. But it wasn't too far out of the way. But like I said, once you get near it, the map always shows you where it is. So you probably already got this one, which might save you from having to double back and come grab it. And if that's the case, then sneak into that left room if you haven't done so already. Or, excuse me, the right room. And then we'll get on with the cutscene. So there's actually not another collectible for a couple minutes, actually. Roughly looking at my timeline, looks about 3.5 minutes. So if you want to use the quick link to get to the next item, feel free to do that. If you want to wait and watch, then let's hang out. And oh yeah, look at me noob it up. Trust me, you want to press the button. It's gonna be a painful journey. So we did delete the cutscene. As you can see, there was kind of a rough edit there. And we're gonna make our way. Look at Doug doing a recalibration down there. And he's off and running. We're going to follow him. 3rd gear, 4th gear. Apparently, we only have a 4th speed, so we're going to run all the way across and find ourselves kind of out in the middle of the area. And we're going to climb all the way to the top, sniffing all the way up. It's a little weird. I had to pull out of that. Usually, I'm like, you know, against that, but giggity. All right, all the way to the top. All right, all right, all right. Once you get to the top, there is a wee cutscene. We did kind of weasel that out too, so we show you a little piece of it anyways. And there he goes, walking around, and bam! There we go. I was gonna say, I knew I cut that out. So here we go. We're up top, and it's telling us to observe and mark this guy. Now, I'm supposed to tell you that you're supposed to mark only the guy with the white bandage on his hand. Now, Doug was acting like this was clear as day. I still don't know. And according to him, it's almost always, if not always, that back right guy. And apparently, if you tag the wrong guy, it prevents you from being able to advance on the next objective for on authentic mode. Now, if you're playing on any other mode, it's fine. Don't worry. Just disregard everything I just said. But basically, it's all about patience right here, because now that we have him marked, he's going to be right here below us, and they're going to have a little chat, and then they're all going to split up and go their separate ways. One of them goes left, one of them goes right, and then one of them goes long right. So we highly recommend staying out of sight as long as possible. In fact, you're going to need to in order to accomplish the final optional objective as well as the trophy achievement for the level. So, that being said, as soon as they split up and take off, you can notice that we are scurrying down the ladders as fast as we can. But make sure you are crouching all the way behind them. You don't want to run or make any noise. The guy on the left probably won't be a problem for you as long as you move quick. Now, the guy on the right might be. As you can see, he comes and kind of does a 180 and almost walks back at you going down that little stretch of sand there. So make sure that you wait for him to get all the way down there, and then you're pretty much smooth sailing from there as long as you don't get too close to Buddy that we marked here. Now, I will go ahead and say this guy actually has the last war diary, so you have to kill him and then search his bate, his sexy bate. Actually, it's not. He's all covered up. I can't really tell what he's rocking under there. Banana hammock, not sure. C-string, I don't know. If you don't know about a C-string, couldn't afford one. Anyways, he's going to go into this building, and watch out, there are some triangular holes in the wall there that he might be able to see, especially if the difficulty's raised up a little bit. And then he does come back out, so don't get too cocky and get right in his way. You know, obviously where we are is a good spot. Doug's off to the right back there. Now we're just going to keep on following him. He's got the intel that he needs, and now we're going to make his death look like an accident. Now, I don't know what was going on here. Dude charged me, and I took him out like a champ. But, you know, and somehow the guy did not hear or see any of that. So we got lucky right there. I was totally thinking we were going to have to restart all of that. But nope, got lucky. Now, you can see where Dougie is. He's sitting there, and he's pointing out to us that there are those red barrels. So you're thinking, okay, well, there's red barrels. They explode, but how are we going to make it look like an accident? Well, the key is Buddy is a smoker. And eventually he walks right up like a dumbass and lights his cigarette. Or, I don't know, maybe he's got something a little bit more powerful. I don't know what he's smoking on. but we don't wait around long enough to see it. So basically, wait for him to walk up there. He'll kind of turn his back towards the barrels and get all comfy. Here he goes, getting ready to light it up. As soon as he goes, booyakashow! And I blow him to wherever he came from. And look at that. I see what you did there. It's kind of a nice little wordplay there. If you've ever watched any of our other Happy Thumbs Gaming videos, or you know me on any kind of level, you know I'm very much a fan of wordplay. And on to the end. So now that he's down and out, go ahead and search his body. And we don't really get an indication on screen because the cutscene takes over. But I promise you, if you go back and pause it, in that half a second when we search his body, you will get the final diary. So that actually wraps up all of the collectibles and such for the level. We're going to go ahead and finish the level out because that's how we roll. And Dougie's over here planting mines, getting ready for that tank. And I eventually make it over there. I was kind of like hiding out, like kind of scared, to be honest with you. Pulled out my grenades. I didn't know where it was, and I got all excited, jumped over, and I was like, oh, snap, it's right there. And then guess what? I get owned, and I'm bleeding out. So on easy, you do get a full minute for your partner to come up and get you. And lucky for me, once you're down and out, I don't think, it looks like there might be a secondary health meter for your death, but I actually had quite a bit of time left, and Doug made it over, and a little bit of a glitch there at the end when you heal somebody, but it seems to be consistently the same, and every time you get to get up and keep on keeping on. Now, just when you think it's over, you're on your way out, and you start getting pow-powed. And then the cavalry tips in, and then you get a quick little session where you get to pop some snipers. So Doug actually is like the crack shot right now. He knew where all of them were and was literally like taking them out right in front of, right underneath me. Except for I got the one, bam, headshot. And I locked him in my sights, and Doug took him out, and that's that. So after a quick little cut scene, it'll take us into the loading section. And then we'll get our trophy achievement for beating the level, and then it'll show off all the stuff we got. So basically, that's the point where I get to prove to you, oh, booyakashow. That's the point where I get to prove to you that I actually did get everything in the level, so you can feel confident that we did good. So, all right, kills. I didn't get very many because Doug shot everybody. And we got promoted regardless. Get a couple extra little points here. There you go. You got a binocular upgrade. That was for the first guy right off the bat. We also got a sniper nest. Another weapon part. That was the guy in the ghillie suit up high. Just another sniper nest. Of course, we got all three and the long shot because that was at the number 2 sniper nest. Collectible card down and under in the middle, if you remember. Sniper nest up high, the one that Dougie forgot and was bitching about all the way back. Then we got a couple of weapon things, like we got the cadet bonus and whatever that was at the end, the bullets for advancing levels. But look, 3, 1, 3, 9, 1, woohoo, 3, all checks, good to go. So, hey, that's pretty much it for level 5 Siwa Oasis for Sniper Elite 3. We really appreciate you guys watching these and your patience because it's taken us a while to get these out. We've had a lot of stuff going on. All the details can be found on our Facebook page. I don't want to like date this, but go check it out, see what we got going on. But we got a lot of stuff going on right now, including some stuff that might even involve you. So check it out. All right. So as I already mentioned, you guys should definitely head on over to our social pages, get involved in the conversations with us and other gamers like yourself that have happy thumbs. Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below. We also have a Twitch, an Instagram, and a G+, and basically almost anything out there we got it. We don't have a Vine yet. I don't know how long that's going to be around or how important that is to what we do, but let us know. We might bust out some funnies, and we're always into feedback, requests, all that stuff. So, O to the yeah. As always, until next time. Doug personal GPS systems coming to a store near you.